Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Lieutenants Andrew and Amanda Allen from the Dover Salvation Army. Dover, well, not just Dover Salvation Army, but the Salvation Army in general is said to do the most good, doing the most good. I love that motto. Mm-hmm. Talk about that a little bit. How do you?
Well, we provide numerous services, not just locally at the Dover Salvation Army, but across the nation and across the world. There's so much that we offer. One of our most popular services that we offer is our ARCs, the Adult Rehabilitation Centers. Those are the ones that manage our thrift store. So if you ever visit a thrift store or see one, the money that is made from sales and those go right back into our ARC. That is a free program that we allow people to come to who are struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. And they live there. We have facilities that are just for men and women, just for women. So that's a great resource for this nation because we know how bad the drug epidemic could be. So that's a great resource to have.
And can I just say, and I hope I'm not offending anyone, when you're invited to the ugly sweater contests at Christmas time, Salvation Army is like the greatest place to go find some really crazy sweaters for those.
Yes.
And I have one from my great finds. So, that's always fun. And honestly, whoever wore them seriously for the first time, they were in style then. So it's okay. It's okay. But now, we recognize, that might be a little over the top. Okay. But anyway, thanks for making those available to everybody.
You're
That's
welcome.
always fun. That's always a fun shopping trip.
Yeah.
But also, as you say, I know college kids, they love going thrifting. They say thrifting. And you can get some good clothes there, right? Who shops at the Salvation Army?
Everyone shops at the Salvation Army. I know my mom loves it.
Yes.
We love going.
Yep.
And it's great because depending on the area, they've got partnerships with different stores who will give them brand new clothing that hasn't even been worn yet. And that's a great relationship to have depending on the area that they're in to not just offer used clothing, but also new clothing as well because it is affordable. And it's great that we give people with low income a chance to feel good about, how they look and where they're getting their clothes from.
Absolutely. Yep. The Red Kettle Reason. Hashtag Red Kettle Reason.
Yep.
What is this?
Yeah, that's a little social media thing that we're doing this year for our kettles. As everybody knows, kettle season is our biggest fundraiser of the year. So Red Kettle Reason is we're really amping it up this year, and we're going to try and have it take over social media. Just to give people an opportunity to say what their Red Kettle Reason is. Why are they giving to the Salvation Army? What is their reason for giving to the kettle? Lots of people have different stories about, how they were helped by the Salvation Army, what the Salvation Army has done for them. So we just love hearing those stories, and it just really helps to encourage everyone else and giving. So
absolutely, any one of us could be in the position of needing help from somebody else. We all need a hand every once in a while, and this is an opportunity for neighbor to help neighbor. Do you need volunteers for ringing those bells
Always.
and doing the Red Kettle? Okay.
Always.
Talk about how much fun that is. I will give you the floor.
Well, we go to 2 years of training for the Salvation Army before we become lieutenants, and our first year of training for the Christmas season, you actually get to stand kettles in New York City.
My.
So I was actually 6 months pregnant with my daughter during that time, but they let me go one Saturday with my husband, and we got to stand in front of Macy's and do kettles and play Christmas music and dance and sing along with people. And it was so much fun.
Do you feel like you're in a movie when you're doing that, right?
Absolutely.
Was it snowing perfectly, too?
I wish it was. I don't think it snowed a single day when we did kettles. But
what about the band? I was thinking the Salvation Army band as well. Were they around during that in New York?
I actually had the opportunity to play in a band at one of the kettles. Unfortunately, I wasn't playing in New York City, but we played at the Palisades Mall.
Still good.
Yeah, so we had a little
awesome.
ensemble playing, and we played, Christmas music, and, people had requests. So it was a lot of fun.
Give us tricks because I love volunteering with the kettles. So, okay, eye contact. What are some other tricks as far as just to not let anybody pass you by without putting something in there?
Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Yep.
I always say, try to start a conversation with the people walking by, or at least say something. Hello, good morning, God bless you, Merry Christmas, whatever you need to say, because when they look at you and then they start the conversation, they're going to notice what you're doing, what you stand for, and even if it's especially going into the store, because they're going to be thinking about it while they're shopping, getting their groceries, and they're going to remember you when you come out.
And this year, take a selfie and hashtag it Red Kettle Reason.
Yes.
And give your reason for putting something into those kettles. So exciting. You've also got a big event coming up, Fall Fest, coming up October 22nd. We better talk about that.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's free. We're going to have a costume contest for the kids, obviously church appropriate. And we're going to have lots of snacks. Lots of fun games. We're going to do one of those hanging a donut from the string, and you got to see who eats it the fastest. Crafts, games. So it's going to be a lot of fun for the whole community. So feel free to come on out. 809 Emmett Ave. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. And I was just going to say, what is the address? Let's give everybody that address one more time.
Sure. It's 809 Emmett Ave Northwest, New Philadelphia.
Okay. And what's the phone number to reach you?
It's 330-364-3811.
And website?
You can just log on to Facebook, and we're at SA Dover.
Great. So go the social media route. Otherwise, you're going to go to the Big Salvation Army full-blown website. So at @ SA Dover on Facebook, and it'll take you straight to you. One thing, let's go back to the commitment to the Salvation Army. One of the things, and I can tell you're already getting plugged into this community, one of the requirements is that you are asked to uproot and go wherever they call you. First of all, why? And second, how do you navigate that?
Well, I would say the biggest reason is growing needs and retirement, when people leave, and just, we both have our degrees in social work. So let's say there's a Salvation Army Corps that really needs someone with a background of social work. They might consider moving us based on that need in that community. But I think, when we were trying to decide when was a good time to do this, when were we really going to fully engage in this, and we had already had our son by the time we went into the training school, and our biggest thing was, what about our children? And it's really about making it fun and exciting every time you move. It's saying, let's see what God has waiting for us in this place, and always remembering where you've been, but always looking forward to the future, knowing God goes before you, and He's already, God is outside of time, so He already knows where we're going 15 years from now, and He's already there, and He's already preparing the community for us whenever we move and wherever we're going to go. So just keep holding on to that truth.
That's just beautifully put. Has anything surprised you about the community where you were called this time? I mean, they started you off, you practiced in New York City, and they said, and you're going to Dover, Ohio. A little bit different.
Yes,
but
very
still
different.
Needs, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
What have you found? Has been a surprise?
Well, a funny thing is our son loves tractors. And there's no tractors in New York. So he's 2.5, but he loves his tractor. So that's pretty awesome to be in a community where we see tractors all the time. But some parts of it feel like back home, because the need is everywhere, and the Salvation Army is so present everywhere you go. So it feels like back home, but at the same time, I know I'm in Ohio and it's different. But I just love being here. The community has been really generous. They've been really supportive of us coming in, even though, we're younger. The couple before us were also younger, and they were here for 5 years and had 3 kids while they were here. So, it's great that we have kids, and the people are used to that. They understand that. They're flexible with that. But it's been such a great transition. It really, really has.
Is 5 years about the time that you can plan on being somewhere? Is that about 5 years at a time?
I would say other officers tell me after 3 years they start wondering when the call is going to happen. So about 5 years, though. And when you have children, they're a little bit more lenient and flexible, and they try to understand school scheduling. It's not always possible, but they do think of your kids, so that's great too.
When that time comes, and none of us want to see you go, but when that time comes, how would you like to leave the Salvation Army of Dover into the care of the next people? What would you like to see happen between now and that day?
Well, we just, when we came here, we came with the intention of really getting out into the community. We want the Salvation Army and the community to be working in collaboration together. So just to have that partnership continue and to flourish, and just to have the Army be able to do whatever the community needs. That's why we're here. That's what we do.
What can we as a community do for you to support you and help you in this great ministry?
Well, like you said earlier, we're always looking for volunteers for our kettles.
Volunteers for other things as well? What
Yeah.
about Soup Kitchen or
Yes.
any of the other programs you've got going?
So definitely volunteers for our Soup Kitchen. We give out Christmas baskets, so I think they said over 200 last year.
Wow.
So definitely donations for Christmas food baskets. And then we need people to stuff those baskets, to hand those out. That's a lot of work. I remember that from last Christmas. We were in Middletown, New York doing that. And so volunteers to help who want to stuff the bags and want to pass them out with us.
And is that an event where you get all the kids together at one time, or do you take them home to home? And how does that work?
Yeah, so people come, there'll be appointment times, and they'll come and they'll pick up their food. Another great way to help is donating for our toy shop. We do a toy shop for the community. So families come in and they pick toys for their kids for Christmas. So always looking for a donation of new toys for that.
And these are new toys?
Yes.
Unwrapped?
Unwrapped new toys dropped off at our location on Emma Ave. So those are just some of the ways you can help this Christmas season. And then throughout the year, just always call, see what we're up to, see what we're doing, see where we're going. If you ever want to get connected or get involved, we've got a great Bible study on Tuesday nights with about 15 people. And then we do men's and women's ministries right after that. And then on Thursdays, we have an archery program, which the kids love. We get about 25 kids out on a Thursday night for our archery. We feed them dinner. We do a Bible story. And then, like I had mentioned, that I was part of the Sunbeam, so we do that. We have Sunbeam and Girl Guards for the girls, and then Rangers and Explorers for the boys. And we even have a young class called Moonbeams for the children who are 4 and 5.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So much going
Yes.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you mentioned this, because we always think of Salvation Army at Christmas time, but you are busy all year
Yes.
long,
Yeah.
12 months out of the year. Give your phone number and website one more time, please.
Sure, it's 330-364-3811, and you can find us on Facebook at SA Dover.
Great. Lieutenants Andrew and Amanda Allen from Dover Salvation Army, thanks so much for all you're doing in the community.
Thanks, Susie.